The history of the 1971. 2 new pence coin, Elizabeth. 2 DG Reg FD. A story of decimal revolution, royal legacy, and numismatic charm. In the quiet corners of coin collections across the world, a small bronze disc from 1971 tells a grand tale of change, tradition, and the enduring spirit of the British monarchy. This is the story of the 2 new pence coin, bearing the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1971. On the front, obverse, and the iconic Prince of Wales feathers on the back, reverse. Far from being just pocket change, this coin symbolizes one of the biggest monetary transformations in modern British history. Decimal day, February 15th, 1971. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Old World Coins Vault. Here, we bring you the oldest, the rarest, and the most mysterious coins from around the world. Do you want to know which coin is worth millions? Which coin is hiding one of history's biggest secrets? And which coin looks ordinary today, but could make you rich tomorrow? So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's open the Old World Coins Vault. The front of the coin features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. The Queen is shown in a right-facing profile, wearing the famous Girls of Great Britain and Ireland diamond tiara, a wedding gift from her grandmother, Queen Mary, in 1947. Her expression is calm, dignified, and youthful, reflecting the optimism of post-war Britain. Around the portrait runs the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1971. This expands to Elizabeth X, Dei gratia regina fidei defensatrix, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This title dates back centuries. Defender of the Faith was first granted to Henry VIII by the Pope in 1521 for defending Catholicism before he broke with Rome. Elizabeth II carried this ancient title into the modern age, connecting Tudor history to the 20th century. The sculptor and designer was a master of royal portraiture. His work was chosen after a national competition for the new decimal coins. Machine's portrait was used on British coins from 1968 to 1984. It captured not just the Queen's likeness, but the stability of the monarchy during turbulent times, the end of empire, social changes, and economic shifts. The coin was a small but powerful reminder that while money changes, the crown remains a constant. The backside, designed by Christopher Ironside, features the badge of the Prince of Wales. 3 ostrich feathers rising from a coronet, with the motto I catch DN, I serve, on a ribbon. Above it says New Pence, and below is the large numeral 2. This design was not random. It represents Wales within the United Kingdom. The Prince of Wales title is traditionally given to the heir to the throne in 1971. This was Prince Charles. The 3 feathers symbolize chivalry and service. Ironside designed all 6 original decimal denominations and received an OBE for his contribution. His reverse design celebrated the 4 nations of the UK through heraldic symbols. When Britain switched from the old SSD system, pounds, shillings, pence, to a decimal system, 1 chafaz, 100 new pence, the word new was added to avoid confusion during the transition. It appeared on 2p coins from 1971 to 1981. In 1982, it changed to 2 pence, except for a famous 1983 error that became highly valuable. For centuries, British currency was confusing. 12 pence in a shilling, 20 shillings in a pound. Shops needed complex conversion tables. By the 1960s, with growing international trade and computers, the old system was outdated. After years of debate, the UK government decided on decimalization. Christopher Ironside and Arnold Machine were key artists. The Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, produced over 1.45 billion of these 2p coins in 1971. Alone, one of the highest mintages ever. The massive production ensured enough coins for the transition. Banks prepared for months, distributing tons of new coins. The coin is made of bronze, 97% copper, 2% zinc, 0.5% tin, weighs 7.12 grams, and has a diameter of 2591. It was a practical coin for every day, used while carrying deep symbolism. The 1971 2 new pence Coin is one of the most common coins ever produced by the Royal Mint, with a staggering mintage of 1454, 856, 250 pieces. Because of this massive production, a standard circulated example holds little premium value, usually just its face value of 2 pence, roughly 2 to 5 US cents. In uncirculated BU condition, it can fetch about 30 to 500 US dollar. Proof versions from special sets are worth more, around 3,000 to 100,000 US dollar plus. True rarities are mint errors, such as off-metal strikes, double dies, or misstrikes, which can command 10 to 12 million of in auctions. However, these are exceptionally rare for the 1971 issue. On the international market, eBay, NGC, Heritage Auctions, etc., a nice 1971 2p might sell for 2,000 to 200,000 US dollar depending on grade and presentation. It is popular among beginner collectors, building a decimal set or those interested in British royal history. It does not reach the legendary prices of the famous 1983 new pence era coin, which can sell for thousands. The creation of this coin was not just technical, it was deeply cultural. Britain in the late 1960s was shedding its imperial past. The old SD system, pounds, shillings, pence, had roots in Roman times and medieval trade. Many people, especially the older generation, resisted the change, calling it the end of tradition. Newspapers ran cartoons showing confused shoppers. Children found it exciting. A new system for a new Britain joining the modern world. Decimal Day, 15th of February 1971, was a national event. Banks closed for the weekend. Shops posted conversion charts, and the BBC broadcast explanations. Over 2 billion new decimal coins were produced in advance at the new Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales. The 2p coin, being bronze and mid-value, was essential for daily transactions like buying bread or a newspaper. The designers played a crucial role. Arnold Machin, 1911-1999, was a celebrated sculptor whose Portrait of the Queen became one of the most reproduced images in history, appearing on billions of coins and stamps. Christopher Ironside, 1913-1992, won the reverse design competition, his Prince of Wales. Feathers for the 2p symbolized service and unity across the United Kingdom's nations. The Latin inscription DG Reg FD carries centuries of history, from Henry VIII's break with the Catholic Church to Elizabeth D's role as head of the Church of England and Commonwealth. It reminds us that even as currency modernized, royal and religious continuity remained. Many families kept Decimal Day souvenir sets. These blue wallets with the first decimal coins are now collectible themselves. Some 1971 coins were accidentally released with minor errors, sparking coin hunting fever in Britain. The coin survived the 1970s inflation, the Thatcher era, and even the introduction of the pound coin in 1983. Today, it represents nostalgia for post-war Britain, a time of concord, Beatles fading, and hope for Europe. This small bronze coin bridges old and new. Britain, medieval Latin titles on one side, modern decimal system on the other, with Welsh royal symbolism in the middle.